Time now for Ask the Expert. Tomorrow, October 1st, is World Vegetarian Day.
And about 5 to 6% of Americans are vegetarian, but more people are becoming interested in vegetarian diets. So that's why we have registered dietitian Lori Meyer here to talk about this. I was surprised at that number, only 5 or 6. I thought it was bigger.
I thought it was too, because there's so many people who talk about vegetarian diets, but when you really look at the statistics, it's only 5 or 6 who are true vegetarians, and other people that might eat like Monday, meatless Monday or something like that.
I see.
But
okay.
when we look at vegetarian diets, I mean, they're becoming more popular because people really feel that they're really a healthy diet. And there have been studies that show that they may help to reduce diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease and cancer. But there's a caveat, because not everybody makes a good vegetarian. And
so
sometimes it depends.
On
don't
board.
feel bad if you can't eat a vegetarian diet, because depending on your genetics and your metabolism, you may need to have more protein, or you may need certain types of amino acids. So I always tell clients, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, don't worry, because there's other things that you can do. But you know, when we talk about vegetarians, there's several different types, and some are a little bit more healthful than others. The true vegetarian, I mean, they're eating grains and beans and nuts and seeds and fruits and vegetables. But there's also a lacto-vegetarian. That means they add milk or dairy products, or an ovo-vegetarian adds eggs, or they have the lacto-ovo where they add the dairy and the milk.
It gets kind of confusing.
It does a little bit, but those are going to have more of the nutrients, and those are pretty complete, and you usually don't have to worry. There's also a pescatarian, which a lot of true vegetarians don't really think you're a vegetarian, but these are people who also eat meat or eat fish, and just avoid all meat products.
What are you lacking when it comes, if you're doing a vegetarian diet? What kind of nutrients are you not getting?
Well, see, and that's the main problem, is you can be healthy, but you have to plan it. And the biggest vitamin that we're missing is B12, because it's only found in animal foods. So most likely you're going to need a B12 supplement if you're going to be a strict vegetarian. But if you're an egg eater or a fish eater or a milk eater, you don't need the B12 supplement. The other big thing is the omega-3 fats. You can get some alpha-linolenic acid in flax and walnuts and chia, but it has to convert to the omega-3, the long chain, and some people can't convert as well. We also can see deficiencies in vitamin D and vitamin A, and then some of the minerals, iron and zinc, calcium, magnesium.
So if you get rid of the Brussels sprouts on this looks like
it's good for you.
It looks like it could be your meal.
You brought a beautiful spread as usual.
Well,
Tell us about
the thing is, the most important thing that I think is, if you're going to be vegetarian, make everything count. Get a lot of greens. That's my first rule. You have to get greens. They're going to supply most of those missing minerals. They're going to supply, you know, a lot of the amino acids. Kale and bok choy in particular, a lot of calcium. Also grains, and then the one that I tell people, eat quinoa, because it has all the amino acids in it. Get a variety of beans. Get a variety of nuts and seeds, but in particular, pumpkin seeds and watermelon seeds have a lot of minerals in them. And then some dried fruits, but make sure you get some vitamin C as well, because it's going to help your body absorb the iron. And then there are some supplemental foods. There are milk substitutes that have the omega-3s and vitamin A and D added to them. There's yogurts, there's other things that you can do.
All right, Lori, thanks. We had to speed through the food for you.
As we always do, and we'll eat it really quickly as well. Got a question for our experts? Email them at asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail, the number right there on your screen.